Hello everyone. Today we will talk about reported speech and we will have a discussion about change in tense. So let's start. Contents to learn. Today we will just talk about conversions for all types of tenses, sentence structures for conversions with examples, and conversions for different types of sentences with examples. So let's begin. Conversions of tenses in indirect speech. All the present simple sentences in the direct speech will be changed into past simple in the indirect speech. The sentences with go, do, and eat will be changed into went, did, and ate. So, the sentences inserted with the inverted comma, which are in present simple, that will be changed into past simple if you want to change it in the indirect speech. Sentences in present continuous in the direct speech will be changed into past continuous. Am, is, are, verb plus ing. If you see this in the direct speech, that will be changed into was or were, verb plus ing. That means present continuous turns into past continuous. Present perfect turns into past perfect. Present perfect, the sentences like with has and have, past participle form of the verb. This has and have will be changed into had. Had plus past participle form of the verb. That means present perfect changes into past perfect. If you see present perfect continuous in the direct speech, that will be changed into past perfect continuous in the indirect speech. Present perfect continuous sentence structures are with has or have, been, verb plus ing. This has and have will be changed into had, been, verb plus ing is the present past perfect continuous structure. So present perfect continuous changes into past perfect continuous. So for the direct speech, if you see the present tenses, that will be changed into past tenses accordingly in the indirect speech. Present simple turns into past simple. Present continuous turns into past continuous. Present perfect changes into past perfect. Present perfect continuous changes into past perfect continuous. Let's talk about past tenses now. All types of past simple sentences in the direct speech changes into past perfect. Went, did, ate. If you see this in the direct speech, those will be changed into had, past participle form of verb, which is the past perfect tense structure. So past simple changes into past perfect. Past continuous changes into past perfect continuous. Past continuous sentence structure is was, where should be there, verb plus ing should be there. So this is the structure for past continuous. If you see this structure in the direct speech, that will be changed into had, been, verb plus ing. That means past continuous changes into past perfect continuous. Past perfect remains the same as past perfect. Had plus past participle form of the verb in the direct speech, that will be changed into, actually not changed, that will be remaining the same as had past participle form of the verb. So these are the conversion for past tenses. Past simple, past continuous, and past perfect continuous. Past simple changes into past perfect. Past continuous changes into past perfect continuous. Past perfect remains the same as past perfect. And also past perfect continuous remains the same as past perfect continuous. Let's talk about future tense now. Will becomes would, shall becomes should, can becomes could, may become might for the indirect speech. So these are the conversion for the tenses we have to remember if we want to change the direct speech into indirect speech. Let's go for the next slide. In this slide, we will see the example of the changes of present tenses specifically. Let's see. Conversion of present tenses for direct and indirect speech. Simple present tense, which the structure for the simple present tense is subject, present form of the verb, plus object. This is the structure for simple present tense. Simple present tense turns into simple past tense. Let's see the example. Direct speech, he said, I go to the park. Here, I is the subject, present form of the verb is go, to the park is the extension. Instead of object, we have added the extension. Extension means added part of the sentence. If you want to change the direct speech into indirect speech, it should be he said that he went to the park. Go became went. To the park is saying. So just we have changed the verb from present to past. Simple present to simple past. I became he. That means the conversion for pronoun. This I is this he. That's why we have to change the pronoun into he. So simple present tense, I go to the park, became he went to the park, simple past tense. Next one, present continuous. Subject, am is are, verb plus ing plus object. This is the structure for present continuous. Present continuous turns into past continuous. This structure will be turned into subject, was or were, verb plus ing plus object. This is the structure for past continuous. If you see the direct speech, he said, I am going to the park. I, subject, am because it's I, from am is are, am is picked up, going to the park. Going is the verb plus ing form, to the park is the extension. So he said, I am going to the park. This is in present continuous. It will be changed into past continuous directly. He said that he was going to the park. Am going became was going. So simply present continuous became past continuous. Then comes present perfect. Present perfect structure, subject, has or have, past participle form of the verb plus object or extension. This present perfect turns into past perfect. The structure for past perfect is subject, had, past participle form of the verb plus object. So this has and have became had, and past participle form of the verb is the similar for all perfect. He said, I have gone to the park. Have gone will turn into had gone. Simple present perfect became past perfect. He said, I have gone to the park became, for the indirect speech, he said that he had gone to the park. Present perfect became past perfect. I hope this is clear. Next slide shows us about the examples of change in past tense. Here, simple past turns into past perfect. Direct speech, he said to Sam, I did my sum. Did is simple past form of do. It is said to is becoming told, reporting verb. He told Sam that he had done his sum. Did became had done. Simple past became past perfect. Past perfect structure says had done. I did my sum became he had done his sum. Past continuous turns into past perfect continuous. He said, I was doing my sum. Was doing is the past continuous form. It has become had been doing, which is past perfect continuous form. So past continuous became past perfect continuous. I was doing my sum became he had been doing the sum. He said that he had been doing the sum or his sum. Past perfect remains the same as past perfect. In the direct speech, teacher said to Pragya, I had finished checking your paper. Teacher told Pragya, said to became told Pragya that she had finished. Past perfect remains the same as past perfect. Had finished remains the same as had finished. Checking his paper. So here no changes happen. Had finished remains the same as had finished. Past perfect continuous tense also remains the same as past perfect continuous. She said, I had been doing my sum. She said that she had been doing her sum. Had been doing remains the same as had been doing. No changes happen. So these are the conversion for past tenses. Now we will talk about example for changes in tense. Let's see. Present simple became past simple. I am a nurse, she said. It became she said she was a nurse. I am a nurse is in present form. Present simple simply became past simple. She was a nurse. Present continuous. I am not going, he said. I am not going simply turned into he wasn't going. That means present continuous turned into past continuous. Past simple. Past simple turns into past perfect. Tony did it. Did is the past simple form of do. It became Tony had done it. Past simple became past perfect, had done. Present perfect changes into past perfect. I haven't read it, she said. She said she hadn't read it. Haven't became hadn't. Present perfect became past perfect. Past continuous becomes past perfect continuous. I was lying, past continuous tense. It has become he had been lying, past perfect continuous. Will becomes would, can becomes could. I will get it, she said. She said she would get it. I can speak French, he said. He said he could speak French. Can became could. May becomes might. I may be late. She said she might be late. Must becomes had to. I must go, he said. He said he had to go. Here, must became had to. So these are the examples. I hope these examples helped you to understand in a more better way. Let's go for next slide, which tells us about the changes in types of sentences. Let's see the examples. Assertive sentence, which is called statement. If you see statement, which is simple present tense, it will be changed into simple past tense. He said, I want my wallet back. Here, I want my wallet, which is in simple present, became he wanted his wallet back in simple past. Interrogative, which is called question. He said, where are you? Simply it became he asked, because it's a question he's asking. So he asked where I was. Imperative means command. If you find any command or request, it will be just change into like this. He said, don't go there. He ordered not to go there. Exclamatory sentences or exclamation. He said, what a beautiful weather. He exclaimed, because it's an exclamatory sentence, that the weather is so beautiful or very beautiful. So this is how you have to change the types of sentences. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe to get more videos and click the bell icon for notification of all updates. Thank you.